it comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Hello guys, welcome again. So new live stream. So let's talk about Bitcoin. As you can see here, Bitcoin. Well, last time we were talking about this, right? I was projecting this drop from 107,000, $108,000 to all the way down to around 90K, right? 94, 95, right around there. And well, as you can see right now, the move is there. Okay, perfect, good. So now what is next? So first of all, here I want to show you in one day chart, Bitcoin is doing very well. It's actually, I think the better variance we saw in OBB and curve is already play out. So what I'm expecting to see is just a few sideways, but as long as Bitcoin is above 90K, 91, 92 around there, I am looking for the next move, and the next move is gonna be to the upside. So my projection for Bitcoin, I think the rest of the year, yeah, this is gonna be a bounce here, something like this. But don't get me wrong, I am not saying Bitcoin is going to the moon from here. No, I think just Bitcoin is gonna be here sideways here, looking for maybe something like this. Let me show you something like this, right? Something like this. But honestly, I don't think Bitcoin will make a new all-time high. I think it's just Bitcoin will enter in sideways again. And here, honestly, when I see the next sell signal in one day chart, let me show you here. Something like this, something like this. When I see the next sell signal in one day chart here, I will be more than happy to open another short position, maybe the second swing short, looking for lower prices. And the reason is very simple. I know it's an uptrend. I know it's bullish, right? Because we are an uptrend, right? Yeah, but I am not worried about one day chart. Actually, I am a little bit more worried about higher time frames because now finally we have the sell signal in 5-day chart. But I think this week we will see it like the confirmation. But for me, it's good enough to see this. Let me show you here. So as you can see here, we have a better divergence here in 5-day chart here from this point and also this point. So the target in the following months, the next 3 months around there, it should be around 67, 70K around there. And honestly, for me, it's gonna be more than enough to start calling for the top of this market. I know it's something I shouldn't do, right? Because technically speaking, we are in an uptrend, right? In an uptrend here. So technically the market is still bullish, right? It's still bullish here, as you can see here. But the macro level here actually for me, right, is 90K. If Bitcoin breaks 90K around here, 90K, yep, 90K is gonna be the biggest hint. Like actually Bitcoin, this is the top here, and of course eventually the MA55 is gonna break down. And why I'm saying this is because if we see Bitcoin breaking down to all the way down to 70K, of course, this is going to trigger a major signal here is the better appearance in the monthly chart. So it's going to be good enough, very powerful to drag Bitcoin actually all the way down to around 20K, 25K in the long term, of course, right? I'm talking about 2025. So what I'm doing right now, in my case right now, in the short term, right? In the very short term, I am looking for a bounce. I am in a long position. I was in long position around $94,000 500 around here, and I closed my position around 99, 98 around there. That's all. Okay. Now I am looking for another bounce, right? Looking for again the ME55 and maybe around 102, 101 around here, a 4 hour chart. So maybe potentially, if it depends, right? If I see Bitcoin staying here in sideways, I will just hold my position, looking for a potential buy opportunity here by signaling one the chart. But as I said before, I will just close my position. I will not just hold my position. I will just close my position. And actually, the real move, the next real move, is gonna be the next sell signal for Bitcoin here, looking for actually eventually this area. So right now for me it's more worth it to start looking for shorts, right? Because right now I think Bitcoin is getting ready for, I mean, the move. I mean, we have fun, right? Look at this, right? Beautiful, beautiful bull market we got here in 2020, from 2022. and 2024, 2 years, right? Almost actually 2 years of this bull market. So let me show you here. Remember what I said to you a long time ago, right? Actually a few live streams before. It's very clear, right? When the count is actually very clear in weekly chart or monthly, for me actually is, well, this is the last phase of the bull market, I think, the last wave. Something we were expecting in this channel, right? Long time ago. So don't get me wrong, we have invalidations, right? Of course, if Bitcoin holds, right, for somehow Bitcoin holds 90K, right, for at least 3 months. Imagine from right now to March, it's about 90K. I will be very bullish in that moment. Why? Because we will see a reset in the weekly chart, right? Something like this, right? Until March 2025, something like this, right? And Bitcoin must be above 90K. So the second scenario is like if Bitcoin comes to 70K, right? 70K, of course, we could see a new buy signal here. Of course, I will buy again there. I will open longs, right? Because I will follow the trend. But same as I'm doing right now, potentially this bounce here is going to be the last bounce, right, of the bear market. I mean, actually, this is going to be the beginning of the bear market because this one is not going to make a new high, maybe lower high. And after that, with the sell signal in the monthly, just to zero, right? So that's why, remember this. If I just use Levoy theory in weekly chart and monthly. And if you're not familiar with this, it's totally fine. I can just teach you quickly, right? How to actually, you don't have to be expert, right? To understand this. Elevate theory is telling you usually we have 5 waves to the upside, right? Where the longest or the most powerful wave is the wave number 3, this one, as you can see here. The wave number 3 should be actually the biggest one. And also the wave number 5 is the weakest. Like many times it's just in sideways here, sideways, right? Sideways here, and it's just become pumping. I mean, the asset is very weak in the last wave. Many times it's double top, like this one, double top, or sometimes actually it's a little bit higher. So that's why when the when elevate theory, well, I didn't tell you, but I was trading with elevate theory around maybe 3 years. That's why I learned a lot. I can tell you very well. In micro time frames, 1 hour chart, 4 hours is just is garbage. Okay, you're gonna just get wrecked. Okay, but it's useful in weekly chart and monthly. So when the pullback from wave number 1 to wave number 2 is very clear like this one, you can expect the wave number 4 is going to be sideways. And as you can see here, Bitcoin entering sideways here. And when you see sideways in wave number 4, usually you will see the wave number 5 very, very weak, right? A little bit higher than the previous one. And that's all. That's all. Okay. So if we follow LA theory here, we have 5 waves to the upside, right? And actually, with LOA theory, we have 3 waves, corrective waves. Okay, so if everything is correct here, the way number one, A, right, should be around the top of the top. Well, actually, most likely is the bottom of the way number 4, around 60K in this case. Usually the way number B is the top of the way number 3, around here, right? And actually the way number C is the worst. Is like actually is like the same way number 3 is the worst and is the top of the way number 1. Yeah. So this is the scenario, right? I am looking for Bitcoin only if 2 things happen this month. The first one, we have a sell signal in weekly chart, right? It's gonna happen this week. And second thing, we have a monthly sell signal. Okay. So that's why you must be careful about this, because now I can see on Twitter, on X, right, and social media, people are calling, well, remember, it's their job. Um, Usually YouTubers and people who are actually just doing this on Twitter, they are just selling something to you, right? Shitcoin, shilling coin, they are shilling shitcoins because they are getting fees or they are promoting an exchange or whatever. Actually, just only few traders I know, they are actually doing this for real. Only few of them. So I am not saying I'm the best. Of course not. I take losses like many of you, right? So that's why I am a human, same as you. But the point here is, in my case, I'm doing this for real. I am trading. Sometimes, of course, I can make profits, right? I can get money, right? But sometimes of course, I lost, right? But the thing here is like, be careful, especially you're on social media and you Discord, these kind of things, because now they are getting crazy. People, they are just setting like stupid targets, right? So when you see this kind of behavior, is actually the best time to start thinking like, oh, okay, maybe, just maybe I just will take some profits just in case, right? Just in case. Mhm. So this is actually the scenario for 2025, right? 2025 and 2026. I know you are calling, many people are calling for the bull market right now again, but they are forgetting we actually got a bull market for all 2 years. In average, actually, the bull market for Bitcoin is around 1 year and a half, almost 2 years. So that's why, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. I feel like sorry for them. Yep. Okay, now let's talk about this. This chart, let me just remove this. And I want to show you something very interesting here. If we go to monthly chart, yep. Uh, if I show you this, the way number C is my concern, because if we say the way number C, the top way number one, the ME55 has been acting as actually a very strong support for many years. Actually, since 2015, the ME55 has been actually very strong, or best friend actually in this, this cycle of Bitcoin. And I have to tell you something. The concept of bear market actually is wrong, because Bitcoin has never been in a bear market, a real bear market. I'm talking about like all the pullback, all the things, all the drops you saw in 2015, 2018, 2021. All of them, they were just pullbacks in weekly chart testing the ME55. You see, exponential moving average ME55. You can use it. You can open your chart. You can just use add your to your trading view account chart the ME55 in monthly, and you will see very clearly how actually the ME55 is acting as major support. Now, the biggest warning for me is like in 2021, for first time in the history of Bitcoin, actually Bitcoin was trading below there for maybe 4 months. Actually, was very concerning here, because usually the second test, right? I mean, not this one. I mean, this was just an uptrend. The second real test around maybe next year, we will see potentially. I don't want to say this like maybe it's too soon because it's 1 year right before, but potentially it could be possible a potential break. So that's why I am a little bit worried about this wave number C. Yeah. Why? Because I don't want to see Bitcoin at 20K again. I want to see Bitcoin at 30K, 35K is fine, because it's actually testing the ME55 and it's gonna hold, right? We want to see holding this moving average, right, for more time. Remember, Bitcoin has this moving average is our best friend, right? So let me show you the bi-monthly here. The bi-monthly Bitcoin tested in 2021, in 2022 for first time in the history, at least in this chart. In 2022 actually tested the ME55 in bi-monthly, and the bi-monthly here is around actually 28. So that's why between $35,000 and 30K, actually, that is the target I will start looking for the potential even bottom of this market if Bitcoin is following the same pattern. Okay, so that's why. Um, Remember what I'm saying right now. What I'm trying to say is only I'm gonna start looking for actually this major pullback, because it's a macro pullback, right? Macro pullback, right? Something like this, right? Right? In the long term, only if I see two things. First of all, is the weekly chart. Actually, we will see. One of the members of my Discord said, "Oh, maybe we will see invalidation, right, for better variance in weekly chart." I don't think so, my friend. As you can see here, it's very actually the odds actually are very high to see a weekly better variance right now. I think just this week after Christmas, and that's all. Game over. After we see this first, I need to see the signal, and after that, eventually maybe in January or even with the close of December, we will see the confirmation of the sell signal here again in the monthly. Mhm. Two factors, right? So I need to see them first to start calling the top of the market, and after that, well, the next bear market for at least 1 year and a half. In my case, what I'm doing right now, I am very transparent with you. I am in short, right? My first short, my swing short, is my first swing short of the, actually, I mean, since 2022, I think, like real swing short is around My position is at $107,300. That is my position right now. Honestly, I will keep my position open. I don't know when, like if I am correct, maybe I will close my position in March, maybe, who knows, around there. Mhm. But as I said before, I have to be honest with you. The fact is Bitcoin is in uptrend. It's still in uptrend, even it's out the 1-day chart. So that's why what I'm saying to you is in the higher time frame, in the long term, in the following 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, right? If you see Bitcoin right now in sideways here, right, and it's bouncing here, please don't send me a message and say, hey, you said Bitcoin will crash, but actually it's pumping, right? Please don't be confused by the time frames. What I said before is about 6 months, 1 year, right? But what is right now happening to Bitcoin right now is actually holding very well 90K, right? So in the following days, yeah, I think all this week, I think as long as Bitcoin is above, one moment here, as long as Bitcoin is above 90K, we will see a potential buy signal in 1-day chart. Yes, and as I said before, maybe in a few days, not now, right? Not now, but potentially is gonna be to the upside. Honestly, as I said before, this move to the upside for me, at least in my humble opinion, is gonna be a short opportunity for me, right? For me. I am not saying you have to short. Be careful about this. Uh-huh. Especially you are learning my system of trading, just follow the trend. The easiest way to learn actually the easiest way to trade is just follow the trend. In my case, is because every 2 years, right? Every 2 years, something like that. I like to catch the top or and also the bottom of the market. So it's just something I like to do. But in the real life is very hard, and you have to be very patient. Mhm. So as you can see here, this is a few days, right? So that's why in my case, right, I am right now in long position looking for actually this area is the I am my position is, let me check, my second position right now is at 95k, 95k, yeah, 95k, looking for sideways here, right, sideways here, sideways, and after that a bounce here, looking for 100k level this week, potentially this week. Now, um, so what is going to happen to all well please, my friends, read a very good symptom, right, when the people are in FOMO and actually they are blind, right? You can just read the comments, not only not just only in my live stream, in many live streams or many videos. People would start calling for, oh no, this time is gonna be different because Elon Musk, because MicroStrategy, because Apple, because whatever, right? It's the same thing. It's like watching the same movie. Yeah, I've been doing this for more than 10 years, my friend. Believe me, it's the same movie, always the same movie. It's the same. It's like Matrix 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Uh, Especially here, right? I need to remind you, for example, here, Bitcoin was in 2016. Here, I bought Bitcoin around $1,000. I think so. And here, in this phase, people were calling for the CME. The CME, Bitcoin is gonna be the launch is gonna be in CME, and the institutional money is coming to the markets, and from here we'll hit $1 million. That was a statement in that time. In that time, and what happened after that? Bitcoin crashed 80%. Very good, right? And here, Bitcoin bounced here, and I opened a short $13,600 around here, and the same thing. Oh no, it's because now the banks are buying and blah blah blah, and we will go to the moon. 100k, 200k, 500, just put the number there and whatever. And after that, what happened? Bitcoin crashed around 70%. And here again, right? Bitcoin, we got a very nice rally here. Microsoft is buying, right? And after that, what happened? But this guy bought at 60k. I remember in 2021, this guy was buying at 50k, 60k, and he got wrecked for around 6, 7 months. So he was actually in red for maybe around 4 months. So just I want to remind you, when you see people like that, yeah, they are correct. Maybe they are right. Maybe Bitcoin will hit 1 million. but not now. Maybe in 10 years. Maybe that is the problem with this kind of people. Maybe they are correct. Actually, I agree with them. Maybe Bitcoin will hit maybe 200K, but not tomorrow. That is the point. If you're an investor, it's fine. Just buy and hold for maybe 10 years, and maybe you will be good. But in my case, I am a trader, so I want to sell it when I want to sell when it's expensive. I want to buy when it's very cheap, right? So that's why we have a different goals, right? I want to make money right now. I mean, little by little, right? But maybe some people they want to buy and hold, right, for maybe 10 years. It's totally fine. Maybe my friends here in the comments they are saying, oh, will hit 250K because who knows, right? Well, I still suggest my friends, or if you are saying this kind of things, go all in right now. You can buy a $94,000 690 is super cheap and you can make 100% if actually you are correct. Go all in. Yeah, but don't invite me, not me. In my case, I only buy when I see a 70% drop. Only after that is when I buy something, not when it's actually a 500% more expensive. No, thank you. It's not for me. Mhm. So that's why, as you can see, the mindset is very different, right? Professional traders, people with experience, they know this. People without experience and informal, most of them are like that. So that's why when you see these kind of people on internet, on Twitter, in the comments, is a very good hint. Well, maybe with the start is a good timing to start thinking to close some positions, right? Yeah, just saying. Okay, now let's continue here. In the 4-hour chart, because I know maybe you want to trade right now, same as me, right? Because now the volatility is is wonderful, the volatility. So as you can see here, we have here Bitcoin is just in the bottom of the range, right? Around here, 94, 92K around here. As long as Bitcoin is around here, I am bullish, still bullish, looking for at least the follow this week, right? This week, a potential bounce, okay? So, in the short term, okay. Now let's talk about something else. Let me show you something very interesting here. Um, the USD dominance here. The USD dominance is, remember, is the dominance actually is very powerful here. If you are new in this live stream and you don't know what is the USD dominance, USD dominance is, well, is how much USDT we have in the market right now, right? So, so remember this. Most of the exchanges, actually all the exchanges, most of them, they are using USDT, right? USDT, right? So we buy when we buy USDT, right? We are cashing out, right? So when you see this chart is increasing, right? That means people are actually cashing out, right? They are cashing out. In general, you can think like, okay, if actually this is bullish, right? You can expect like the crypto space and altcoins and Bitcoin, they are bearish, right? You must understand something. As a trader here, how you can explain it? Bitcoin is at 100K right now here, and Bitcoin is pumping here. Mhm. Why this chart is bullish? Why? And the reason is very simple. Is because this is telling you every time when Bitcoin is pumping, people, market makers, people with a lot of money, they are just cashing out, right? In the long term, of course, right? Let me show you this. Here is Bitcoin, right? In weekly chart, and this one, let me show you the monthly here. This is the monthly, and here you have the USD dominance in the monthly. Both of them, they are actually bullish, right? In uptrend. But the thing here is like every time when Bitcoin is pumping less and less and less and less, right? Here 50K percent, 11K percent, and here around 2000%, 2K percent, and here only 500%. You see, in average, Bitcoin is pumping 5 times less. Yeah. So this is telling me, right? Think about this. Every time when Bitcoin is pumping here, right? Market makers, they are just taking profits all the way up for Bitcoin. And many people eventually, not now, right? Maybe in the following years, they are getting trapped here. So this is telling me in the long, as a trader, right? Potentially we will see a major correction in the following years. In some point, I don't know when. I cannot tell you because I don't know. But of course, we have some hints. Let me show you here. The momentum, oh my God, my chart is very weird here. Sometimes trading view is very bad. I don't know why, but okay, never mind. The point here is like now the UC dominance, as you can see here, is testing the ME55. The ME55 for actually second time. Second time, the first one was in April, the second now is in December, and it's making it's forming a double bottom. So this chart is to the upside. Yeah, I can tell you right now, today is to the upside. So based on this data, I can tell you right now the bottom is already in for this dominance. So this I can imply Bitcoin actually the top is there, technically speaking, right? So we have a buy signal here, as you can see here, beautiful buy signal here. So this chart is for 1 year, 2026, 2025, 2025 actually more. I think we will see a major bounce for this dominance, looking for 75% around there. So 8% around here, yeah, and maybe continuation. If we see that, Bitcoin, get ready for this. Bitcoin is gonna just crash. Yeah, it's just gonna just crash. That's all. Okay. Watch this. We have a sell signal forming here and use the dominance. We have, let me move this one because actually it's very important. I'm gonna just reorganize this. Let me do it. Okay. Yeah. We have a buy signal here. We got a sell signal here in 2021. Remember, October 2021. Okay. What happened in October 2021? Here, November. Okay. Use the dominance. Let's go there. Is in October 2021. Here. 1 second here. 2021 here we got a crash here. Let me show you the weekly chart here. Weekly chart is much better. Yeah, we have a sell signal here and use the dominance here. We got here buy signal here in 2021 here November. It's a drop and it was in sideways here. In sideways here, looking for actually a buy signal here. It was in sideways and Bitcoin was crashing. Yep. So the point here is like they are opposite. When Bitcoin is crashing, the EC dominance is bullish actually. So on this one is testing support here. We are forming a potential buy signal here in weekly chart, and Bitcoin is showing testing resistance is in the highs and showing us a potential even better variance here in weekly chart with sell signal. Okay, so that's why I use this one to see like actually what is going on or what we can expect in the following months. Okay, now the question is, what is going to happen to all the altcoins? Okay, first of all, we need to understand something. Bitcoin is still bullish, right? It's still to the upside. The trend is your friend until the end, right? Even the most bullish things I can see right now is if Bitcoin tests around 67,000 or 70K, but it's holding this, and we have a buy signal here in the future, right? And we do something like this, we want to see a new high. Yeah, we want to see a new high to see invalidation. Okay, but in my case, what I'm doing right now is I am just cashing out. Yeah, because I think it's just time for at least for me. Now let's continue with what the question is. What is going to happen with altcoins? Well, most of them you need to understand something. If Bitcoin crash around from this point to this point is around 40%. All your altcoins, all of them, they will maybe test the support. So for example, in the case of Cardano, right? Let me show you Cardano. I said before, right? I said like a couple of weeks before, I said, hey, careful here because this is the area to start taking profits, right? Remember what I said, right? Yeah, Cardano here, from here to $10, right? Yeah, sure. Here, no thank you, right? No thanks, no thanks. Taking profits actually for me is the best strategy, okay? And as you can see here, Cardano, what is doing right now? Let me show you here. It's gonna print a sell signal very soon in weekly chart. In fact, the chart is almost there. So next month, in the following months, you will see Cardano testing around 0.50 cents, 0.50 cents, and potentially here is just maybe in the worst scenario around 0.40 cents. So what is happening with in Solana? Solana, for example, Solana, let me show you here. Solana. You see here, we have finally a confirmation of better surveillance. Remember what I said before, right? This is going to happen, right? Of course, in the long term. The target is going to be around 145. I said before, if Solana breaks 200, you will see a leg down all the way down to 150, something like that. And potentially, you will see, even I'm still expecting, actually, for the next bear market, Solana will hit around maybe around 45, $50 around there. And we will see a monthly sell signal with a better appearance. You see, that's the point. That's why I don't follow news, I don't follow fundamentals, these kind of things. Why? Because fundamentals news, they are coming after the move. Yeah. For example, in this example, right, I said to you, hey, here we have, technically speaking, we have signals, right? Bitcoin is going to drop. We were here, right? We were here, and I said to you in a few days before, well, a few weeks before actually, I said to you, hey, this is going to be to the downside, like this, right? Like this, like this, okay? And now we have the move here, but of course, humans, we want to just justify everything, right? Ah, it's because of Fed, it's because the interest rates, because whatever, I don't care. Yeah. So that's why we have to be very careful. In my case, don't if you want to trade with fundamentals and news, there are two ways to do that. Long term, potentially more. For example, you know an altcoin is gonna be the next Solana or the next altcoin, and maybe you got a dream, you had a dream, and you were oh yeah, I had a dream like maybe this coin is gonna be the next thing, and you buy and you are just lucky enough. Well, okay, do that. You will have to maybe wait for maybe a couple of years to see the result. Or maybe your friend or Elon Musk and he just can tell you when he's gonna tweet about Shiba Inu or Doge, right? But because he's not my friend, I had to build something like he's gonna help me, right? To try to see the market based on probabilities, right? Okay. So well, the question is the market bullish? Yes. Is it a good time to buy? No. No. 2025 is gonna be good for bulls? Maybe I don't think so. Good for bears and investors? Yes, of course. For investors, 2025, I think, and 2026 is going to be the best time to buy. Okay, now let's continue with the comments. Let's see. This P500 ready for a pullback? Can you check? Yeah, sure. I'm going to check the stock market. So we are going to 250K in the spring. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are totally 100% sure, my friend. All in right now. All in. Yeah. Could you show this theory in the past of cycle? Oh, yeah, sure. For example, about elevate theory, we got the last wave we got like this is this one. Let me show you here. Wave number one here, wave number two here, wave number three, wave number four, and wave number five. It's exactly the same technical analysis I did in 2021 when I said to you, hey, this is gonna be the last wave here, is forming a massive, massive, massive bull trap, and after that you will see what happened. So in this case, you can see the three waves to the downside. Wave number one, wave number B, wave number C. Yeah, where usually the wave number C is the top of the wave number one. So where is the top of the wave number one? Here. You see? Around here, 14K. And now you know the reason why I was expecting 14K long time ago, and I failed because Bitcoin hit 15K. Sorry, I failed. You see? And as I said before, elevate theory only works and actually very good in micro time frames, right? 1 hour chart, don't waste your time. 4 hour chart, don't waste your time. Okay? So as you can see here, let me just clean up clean up again the chart, and here is your chart. You see? Oh, sorry, it's this one here. Way number 2, 3, 4, 5, and ABC corrections, A, B, and C. And now we have here again way 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can imply like we could see something like this, right? Way A, B, and C. You see? Okay. Of course, all of this price action, it was around 2 years. Okay, so that means all of this, right, could be take 2025, 2026. In 2025, of course, people will be bullish, but still bullish. Yeah. Why? Because as you see, number A is gonna hit the MI55. People will call for continuation to bull market. So this could be the way number B. And people will in FOMO and they will say, yeah, you see, we are still in the bull market. And finally, the way number C, right? People will call for the bear market in 2020, maybe the middle of 2025, the end of 2025, and they will say 2026 is the bear market. But no, actually, no. The bear market is going to be the end. The end of the bear market is going to be around 2026, and it's going to be the next time, the biggest time, the best time to buy. Same as 2021. I remember pretty well. Here I was in short, bounce here. I got wrecked. I think I got wrecked one day here, one time, and I fixed my problem, my try. I remember I was thinking I was looking for higher prices and I correct. Well, I fixed it and I opened a short again here. And here people were calling again for 100K and whatever. And now finally, after we saw this crash, people were calling for 10K, 7K, 6K, 5K. Yeah, yeah. You see, when the market is like this, right, it's crashing, people, YouTubers, especially YouTubers, they call for 9K, yeah, 4K, yeah, whatever. I will tell you something. I am one day, I don't know when, but we will see Bitcoin at 9K or 10K again. But I don't know when. But yeah, I think we will see it. And when market is here, people call for 200K, 300K, and 400K, right? You see the pattern, right? People are so emotional, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy because of that. I can make money. Thank you, thank you. You are buying the tops and you are selling the bottom. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so now let's continue. We have 20 minutes left. Let's see if we can talk about. That's why I follow. Oh, thank you, Harold. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, my channel is very small. It's very small, and is the reason is because I am not interested in getting. You pay attention, like many people actually they are just selling courses, right, and these kind of things. Maybe I can do it for something else because also I am a software engineer and I have like around 16 years of experience building software. And I was thinking to actually open a YouTube channel for coding and these kind of things, and maybe there I can do that. But you know what? I feel like I am more comfortable just trading and just doing my job and building software than actually trying to sell something, because in this case, for example, for Bitcoin and this for trading, actually I'm trading. Yeah, so what I'm doing here, I am sharing actually what I'm doing. So I don't need it. I don't need it. Actually, right now, many people ask me, hey, do you have trading courses? So you have this and that. Especially in bull markets, people tend to ask me a lot about it, but in the bull market is the worst moment to learn. You need to learn when actually the bear market is coming. Yeah. And actually, if you really want to become a very good trader, you need to learn when is a bear market. And why? Is because you will fight against the trend. If you learn here about trading, you will be God in here. Yeah. Yeah. Let me in easy words. You learn here and you didn't get wrecked, and actually you can make money in the bear market. For example, in my case, right? In this bear market, I made around 68% of my profits just trading. 68. Most people will go right, many of them. And in my case, I made like 60. My portfolio was around 70% up. Yeah. And in this bull market, my portfolio was maybe around 45%. And this one, it was, I cannot remember very well. I need to check my records, but around 50%, something like that. I was in short. I remember I remember very well. I was in short around 9,000. I was looking for 6,000. But the plus is Bitcoin crashed to 4K, right? It was awesome. So extra, right? So that's why in this case, you can learn how to trade in the bear market. You will actually build the skills to trade or maybe how to enter and exit here. Because the problem right now in bull markets, for example, you can see in the comments again, right? If you see here people without experience, right, about trading, when it's a bull market, there is a problem here. People without experience, they buy Bitcoin at maybe a 10K, okay? And they are just lucky. And just they see the market just pumping, 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 and they see their wallets green. Oh my God, to the moon. And they believe they are experts. They believe they are so good at trading, like they can actually talk about it, like, oh yeah, I bought a 10K and oh, I am a millionaire right now. I'm making a lot of money, right? What happened with them is like this these kind of conditions, especially people without experience, give you a lot of like confidence, like you think you are the best. The problem here is like when you see a crash like this, you follow the crowd, you follow YouTubers. Oh, no, 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 no. No, I am holding Cardano because it's the biggest altcoin in the world. Something like that, right? You don't want to believe like actually the market is gonna crash because no, because you are just blind. You see just one, you know just one face of the market, especially for new people. They have never been in a bear market. Just they know one face of the market, right? And they cannot see that. They are just blind. Yeah. And you notice this kind of people in the comments when they call for 500K or they say, no, no, I don't believe you. It's because they don't have experience. It's totally fine. I was there a long time ago. So finally, when they learn how, well, the market is the best teacher. Finally, the market crashed, right? And all the profits they were making here, all of them, are just gone. And finally, when the yards just give up. That's why, in average, a trader, right? In average, is gonna be a trader or try to be a trader around 2 years. 2 years. Uh-huh. 2 years in average. After 2 years, if you can pass this time, maybe yes, you will get ready for you have the potential maybe to become a trader. After 4 years, I can tell you maybe yeah, you are actually in the right path. And plus, yes, you will be. Why? Because this is more like about emotional control. So that's why when you have around maybe 5 years or more, you will see bull markets and you will cry with bear markets. And after that, you keep doing that for many years, it's gonna happen the same thing to you like me. When you will see something like this, right? People will say, like in the comments, to the moon, 100K, whatever, right? Whatever. And after that, a crash. And after that, to the moon, crash, to the moon, crash. And you will notice this pattern, right? From here to 1 million, from here to zero, from here to 1 million, from here to zero, and the same thing. That's why it's like watching the same movie again and again and again and again and again. Here was the CME, here was the DeFi, something like that. Here was the NFTs and whatever. And here, I don't know, MicroStrategy, whatever. And I don't know, who knows? Always there is an excuse. Okay. But you must be happy because you actually can see these kind of things. You are beyond to the average people. Most of the people don't know this and they will never see these kind of things because you know what? Learning this kind of things is another career, right? It takes time. You have to be resilient, right? You have to actually keep pushing yourself. Most of the people are lazy and they don't want to do that. Just they want to make easy money, right? Give me the signal, I will buy. Give me when to sell. That's all. Fast money, easy money, right? And actually, because of them, we can make profits. Yeah, because without them, We cannot make a profit. Imagine suddenly all the people, they are very smart and they know how to trade. There is not going to be a business. We don't have a business anymore. We need dumb money. We need dumb people in the markets to make money. You see? That's why we must be happy when we see these people like saying these kind of things in the comments or saying these kind of things. You must be happy. Why? Because you are ahead of them. You know what is going on, right? But this thing is gonna give you the experience. Okay? Experience. Don't give up. Don't give up, and please minimize your risk. I know people, they make money here, I don't know, 50K, 60K, and they think they are experts, and eventually they were like in FOMO here. They want to trade, they want to learn how to trade, but they said they use a lot of money. Oh yeah, I am a 10x win 10K. And eventually they are just burning their account and suddenly to zero. No, this is not the way to learn. You have to use a very, very, very small money. 50 bucks, 50 bucks. Yeah, you say 50 bucks, I will not make money. The point is not making money. The point is learn how to actually trade. And after that, it doesn't matter how much money you are handling. It could be 50 bucks, if it could be 5,000, it could be 1 million. The technical analysis is not going to change. For example, in this case, if I say to you, I am looking for in one the chart, right? In one the chart, I am saying to you here, in one the chart, right? I am looking for a potential bounce in the following days, right? It doesn't matter if I buy $5, 10, or 1K, or 100K. The technical analysis is the same. The problem is the quantity. Mhm. It's not the same watching you are losing just 2 cents or maybe $2 than maybe 1K every day. You see? The problem is not the technical analysis. The problem is you. You, because you don't have the emotional control to say, okay, I will hold. Because my technical analysis is saying is to the upside. So if I maybe 2 days I will just be in red, losing 1K or 2K. Okay, so the only factor change is the technical analysis is the same. The only thing is different is the amount you're using, and this is gonna affect your emotions. You see? So that's why if you are doing this for more than five years, eventually you will be a cold person because you will actually start thinking, right? In my small circle, right? Because my circle is very small, and I say finally you are gonna use your brain, finally, not your heart, like your emotions, right? Um, that's why right now in bull markets, people ask me a lot, yeah, please tell me. But in the bear markets, they don't want to listen to me. And especially if they are making a lot of money because they got lucky, they actually call me stupid. They call me stupid. Yeah. 70% of trading is emotional control. Yeah, emotions, and 30% is technical analysis. Okay. And actually, I can tell you even all of this, if you apply this to your life is going to be much better. If you can control your emotions for everything, whatever you do in your life, not just only about trading, your wife, your family, your friends, video games, that kind of things, you will be ahead of 90% of the people because most of them are just emotional. If you watch YouTube, you watch Twitter, you will see the mean faces, right? Like stupid things. People just like they want to have this, they want to be distracted, right, with the stupid things. So that's why, but we need them. Please, we need them because without them we cannot make profits. Remember, okay? So you can control this, yeah, you will make it because my system of trading you can learn maybe in 6 months. My system of trading, but this my friend is gonna take maybe a few years to you to understand. Mhm. So okay, now let's continue the stock market, and after that, that's all. Okay. That just one more example. For example, here in one of my best calls, was for Netflix. I remember very well. In 2000, here in 2021, 2022, when the market crashed, and I said long time ago, right? I was here. Some of you were here, right? And I said lifetime opportunity to buy. Some people were laughing at me like, ah, yeah, man, lifetime opportunity, and now they want to buy here, right? You see, not because you see something like this, that means that is the end of the world. Actually, when the general market or the economy is bad, mostly of the time is when the markets are actually extremely bullish. Okay, so one thing is your emotions, what you think, what you believe, right? Your dreams. Another thing is reality. That is a different thing. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's continue with the stock market. The SP 500 here. Let me show you here the SP 500. We have the ME55. I cannot be bearish here. It's to the upside. The trend is your friend until the end. In one day chart, just respect the trend. Okay. We have here a potential buy signal forming again, maybe the following week. Weekly chart, we have here, let me see, we have a sell signal here. We have a sell signal here, but I don't see, I need to see 5,700 taken. As long as the SP 500 is about 5,700, I don't see signals of weakness. So be careful here, you are thinking too short. The monthly chart here, we have still strong, my friend. In some point, maybe next year, we will see a major pullback where actually the target should be around 5,000, something like that, a major drop, but I think it's going to take a few months. So that's why in my case, just long positions, no shorts, no shorts. Okay. Okay. So now let's continue. Let me see. Baba. Okay. I'm still holding Baba. My target is for 1 year. Okay. 1 year. I am holding for 1 year, looking for this monthly. Let me show you here. Here I bought Baba here in July, around here, and now is December. 6 months, and potentially maybe next month I'm gonna get stopped here because my entry is a 73. 73, I am here. If I get stopped here, of course, no problem. As long as Baba is holding this area, I will start looking for the next buy opportunity here. Something like that. Something like this. And why? Is because, my rule is, I only buy things like actually they already crashed for, well, in this case, around 70%. Awesome, right? But the thing here is like in the markets, especially in this market, is when it's the only market I know people want to buy when it's actually very expensive because it's gonna be more expensive, right? No, that is not the business. You have to buy cheap. Apply the same things. You're looking for deals, right? Like uh, what is the name of this? Black Friday, right? These kind of things. You can do the same thing here in the stock market. Wait for the discount. That's all. So okay, so now let's continue with let me see, Nike. Nike. Okay, so in the monthly here, I cannot be bearish here. Let me show you here. We have a monthly buy signal, a bullish divergence forming here. Careful here because Nike actually, as long as it's holding this area, $70, we will see a bullish divergence here. Okay, if we see that, well, maybe in January next 2025 is gonna be awesome for this thing because potentially we could see something like this, as long as it's holding this area. Let me see the bi-monthly here. This is the ME55. I cannot be bearish here, my friend. Every time when Nike tested the bi-monthly ME55 to the moon. Okay, so no thank you. I need to see a break. I will be super bearish about Nike if we see a break around below 50. Below 50 is still gonna be the only way, but now, not now. Okay. Okay, now let's continue. Let's continue with someone asked me about Ethereum. Okay, let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum. This is very interesting here because in the weekly chart, yeah, what I said to you here, okay, no, thank you, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. Now, someone sent me a video saying, but it's forming this very nice bullish pattern, something like this, where the target is gonna be like this, right? From here to here is 300%, and 300% from here is around, I don't know, $10,000, right? Or more, 15. If you see something, you see your YouTuber doing something like this, just unsubscribe because he doesn't know. Maybe he wants to sell you something. Okay. The thing here is like maybe as long as maybe you have to use trend lines. Yeah, we are correct. There is a trend, right? So it's making a higher low always, right? Here. So if you're bullish here, you want to see Ethereum, maybe testing here again your line, but not making new lows. Because if you say this one, right, making new lows, well, the next bounce is gonna be a sell opportunity to just keep crashing. Honestly, for me, I don't follow trend lines, right? I don't follow these kind of things, right? I just see the price action. We have a confirmation of sell signal here with better range in the monthly, where the target should be around 2000. Okay, so your trend line potentially is going to be broken. Okay. Okay, so I think that's all, guys. That's all. And well, I will be online after Christmas, December, right? Yep, around 2027. 27 Friday 27 is going to be the last live stream of this year. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you well this Friday. Okay. Have a good day.
And when that comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero.